one on building the wall and has remained steadfastly committed to doing it. And anybody who is surprised by that has not been paying attention for over 2 years.
Senior advisor Kellyanne Conway on Fox and Friends. A possibly severe hurricane forecast along the Texas Gulf Coast as Tropical Storm Harvey gains strength. Fox News. We report, you decide.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Just announced. Savings across a full lineup of Ford models like Focus, Fusion, Mustang, Escape, Edge, Explorer, and the F-150. With 0% financing for 72 months, plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Time is running out to save on America's best-selling brand. Now through September 5th, it's the last chance to get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 on top of your trade-in across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Hurry, it's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Trade Assist cash requires trade-in of 95 or newer vehicle or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after delivery. Not available on Raptor, Focus RS, Mustang, Shelby GT350 or GT350R. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by September 5th, 2017.
Council.
The pros and cons of hydroponics and why we shouldn't do away with soil just yet. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
It's time to rethink what you know about clean American propane and what it can do for your operation. Want efficient, reliable power independent of the grid? Propane can do that. Power for EPA-compliant engines without all the extra fluids and filters? Propane can do that. Eliminate fuel theft, lower hourly fuel costs, reduce downtime. Propane can do all of that. Discover all the things propane can do on your farm at propanecandothat.com.
While there are plenty of advantages of hydroponic farming, especially for anyone living in small spaces and wanting to grow their own veggies indoors, there are certainly a few disadvantages as well. Hydroponic systems do have an initial setup cost larger than growing in soil. The systems are reliant on electricity, which makes them susceptible to power failures, putting plants at risk of dying. Plus, if not run on renewable energy, hydroponic pumps are another pull on the grid. Managing a hydroponic system, repairing pumps, and monitoring solutions can also be time-consuming, much more so than relying on quality soils and rain. For those of us more in tune to the natural way of doing things, modern hydroponics also has questionable nutritional aspects. Growing in quality soils means the plants are given access to not only the nutrients necessary to make them grow, but also they are supplied with micronutrients and trace elements that are vital for keeping plants and people healthy. Questions have also arisen as to whether nutrient solutions can supply those needs. Also, many common crops, potatoes, corn, squash, root veggies, and grains are not well suited for hydroponic systems. They are more geared to lettuces, tomatoes, and other water-hungry, relatively small bushes.
Southeast AgNet is social. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, where you can be sure to find all of the agriculture news for the Southeast.
I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
Is the internet driving business to your business? Hi, I'm Michael Warren with Brick City Interactive. At Brick City, we've been putting the web to work for businesses since 1998. We want to help you too, whether you're a real estate office, law office, medical office, manufacturer, retailer, a church, even a radio station like WOCA. We love to help businesses grow, and we have the knowledge and experience to make it happen. We offer professional, affordable web design, mobile responsive websites, search engine optimization, social media marketing, web video and promotions, online advertising, and more. Whether it's time for a redesign or whether you want to kickstart your existing website, let us help. Mention WOCA and we'll give you a free, no-obligation search engine optimization report for your website. This free report will give you practical steps to increase your search ranking. It's our gift to you from Brick City Interactive. Call us today at 352-351-1131 or visit us online at brickcity.com.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to tune in to the first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. to learn about the latest advances in healthcare available right here at home. Ocala Regional Medical Center and Strive have teamed up to bring the most qualified medical professionals on the air to answer your questions and bring information to help you in your decisions concerning your health. Again, that's the first and third Thursday. Health matters.
Let's start with news that actually means something to you. The UN has issued a, quote, early warning over the racial conditions in the United States. Now, this is a really rare move, and it's usually used to signal the potential of a looming civil war or conflict. The report has come from the UN Commission specifically mentioning the incident in Charlottesville, stating that, quote, we are alarmed by racist demonstrations with overtly racist slogans, chants, and salutes by white nationalists, neo-Nazis, and the Ku Klux Klan, promoting white supremacy and inciting racial discrimination and hatred. Now, this according to the head of the committee at the UN. Now, these types of warnings are usually reserved for countries that are gripped by ethnic and religious strife, places like Burundi and Nigeria and Iraq and the Ivory Coast. That's where we are today, America. The UN is alarmed over the demonstrations by a very tiny fraction of the population here in America, in the country that has the longest working constitution in the world. At over 228 years since its ratification, nobody's even come close. This is the country that the UN feels they need to focus on? There's a couple of things. First, let me address this. It's time to shutter the United Nations. Close it up. Send it back to Europe. Stop paying for it. Then we need to return to the values and the principles that made the Constitution the most powerful document ever created by man. Completely reject the idiocy of tiny racist fragments. And that includes the white supremacist and the black supremacist. Anybody, dare I say, La Raza. Translation, the race. Anyone who is basing their politics on race must be dismissed, as well as the politically correct lunacy that is infecting our society. And if your media source is not telling you this today, then perhaps it's time you find a new media source. We begin right now.
I will make a stand. I will raise my voice. I will hold your hand. 'Cause we have won. I will beat my drum. I have made my choice. We will overcome. 'Cause we are
The fusion of entertainment and enlightenment. This is the Glenn Beck Program.
I believe, and I told you this last week, and as I have been looking at my own company, as I've been looking at myself as a dad, as a father, as a guy who is trying to figure things out, and I'm trying to figure out the path to the future and the path that leads to stability. I've really come to this place and this understanding that there is no stability in our near future. It's not going to happen. In fact, and this has nothing to do with politics, stability is the last thing that we can expect, at least in the next 5 to 10 years, because we are at not a pivot point, we are at the pivot point. This is the place where the world pivots. I have been talking about this for a long time, and I have been predicting these things, not predictions, but just looking at the events of the world and where we were headed in technology, and warning that this is going to be a very painful time. And we are at that pivot point right now. The world is being redesigned, whether you like it or not. And that is the strife that we're feeling. And there are people up at the top of all industry, of all countries, that are trying to use this chaos to their advantage. And so we have a choice. Last night, somebody on the staff wrote to me and said, Glenn, how can I help? And I want to read part of my response last night, because I think this goes to everybody in all of our lives. I urge this person to make notes on their opinions and their beliefs every single day. What is it you believe? We are at the question with boldness part of our lives, and you're going to be dragged into it kicking and screaming, or you're going to surrender to that concept, question with boldness everything, and you're going to walk through it. One, they're both going to be almost impossibly hard, they will feel at the time, but one will lead to success and the other will lead to slavery and failure. You have to know what it is you truly believe and why you believe these things. And not because you were taught, or I don't know, I've always believed that. But why are those things true to you? You must know them firsthand. Because you're going to need to deliver on them every single day. And you're going to need to do it yourself. The more self-reliant you are, and this goes in every single business and every single family, every single role on earth, the more self-reliant you are, the better chance of success and survival you will have. The days of long careers are over. The days of big staffs and secretaries and all of that stuff, those are all over. By 2022, the world is going to dramatically change. You will not recognize the world in 2022. Chaos is our immediate future. We are now at the beginning of the middle, and this is where the main character in every story faces his life or death struggle. This is the point where the apex of the struggle is found, and the decision that the characters make in that part of the story leads you to the end. So we're at the beginning now of the middle. We've been writing the opening of this story for the last 20 years, maybe longer. But the middle is going to be written quickly, and it's being written every single day. Chaos right now is happening all around us, and it is the underlying tension that you're feeling. But it can be used to your advantage. Now, it can be used for good or it can be used for evil, and right now we're seeing people use chaos mainly for evil. They are, especially in politics, power and the power centers are using chaos to rewrite history and realign the base of their power. That's what's really happening on the streets. Now, your question that you need to answer, all of us need to answer, is how can I use this chaos, this time, to bring a peaceful resolution? How can I use this time to do good instead of evil. Read Sun Tzu. Right now, our enemies are using the force of chaos in their favor. We have to use that same force to our advantage. We have to prepare. We have to read. We have to push our mind. We have to think in new and different ways. You have almost an impossible task. You have to remain young at heart and yet firm in resolve. Your heart needs to be soft and your resolve needs to be hard, really difficult. But I believe, for me at least, the only way you can do this is to take everything you know and throw it away. Learn it from the ground level, as if you were a space alien and you were coming in for the very first time. I'm going to show you in a minute how to do this. What have you been challenged on recently that you challenged yourself? You went and said, I don't know if this is really true. I've just always been taught this. When I told you about the Confederate Constitution not being about states' rights by any stretch of the imagination, and I said, don't take my word for it, go read it yourself. Did you? Did you read it? Have you ever read it? Because you need to know that and not know that because some dope on the radio told you. You need to know it. Our children right now are failing. They're failing and they're leaving their traditions because they believe that we have lied to them. Because they see that this isn't working. And then they go out and they see the bad things that are happening in the world that we didn't prepare them for. We sheltered them from all of the bad things. And then we didn't know the bad things ourselves. We will talk about a glorious flag, but we will not teach them about the horrors that this country was involved in. You can't have the glories of America without its failings. And when they go out and they hear somebody talking about things that they can go out and quickly research and verify that, yeah, that did happen, and mom and dad or the teachers or the media source or whomever didn't tell them that, didn't prepare, all of a sudden they think we're liars. In 3 months, as little as 3 months, by Christmas time, and I don't think this is true, and I'm always wrong on timing, and I hope I'm wrong on this. I don't believe this is true, but I do believe this is a possibility that by Christmas time, we could be fighting a civil war or a global war, or perhaps both of them. Please, I beg you to take that warning to heart. I pray that I am wrong, but it is coming. I don't know when, but it is coming. A giant reset of the entire world is coming. And it's going to come, and it's going to come crashing down on our heads unless giants begin to rise. Now, what is a giant? When we first got into the Iraqi war, I said, look for the man who will be on the postage stamp. Look for the Iraqi that will be on the postage stamp. Well, there was never one that rose up. There was never that self-sacrificing guy who galvanized behind the idea of freedom. And that's why Iraq is a failed state. But what is a hero? A hero is somebody that just doesn't forget what's right and true. That's it. That's it. They just know what's right and true, and they refuse to sit down. That is the only difference between us and heroes. But you're not going to be able to sit down when you are surrounded by voices telling you that you are wrong. and presenting evidence that maybe perhaps you've never even thought of. You can be a warrior and you can stand with the people who will fight on the streets, but those people who will fight on the streets most likely are the same guys who are going to talk about white supremacy and how bad the Jews are, or black supremacy, and strangely how bad the Jews are. What's your message going to be? How do you build the framework of hope? Because once hope is lost, the cause is lost. The battle is lost. The war is lost. Some actual things I'd like to ask you to do and to ponder and think about when we come back. First, show somebody special in your life that you care and you're thinking about them. ProFlowers wants you to surprise somebody for no reason at all, while they are surprising you with a special deal that they're doing right now. Get 20% off of their unique summer rose bouquets or any other bouquet of $29 or more. You get 20% off. They have a really colorful rose bouquet. If you're not sure what you want to send somebody, give that a whirl. You can see all of the other specials that they're running right now. Just go to proflowers.com. Use the promo code Glenn at checkout. For any bouquet over $29, you're going to get 20% off, but that's only if you use the promo code Glenn at proflowers.com. Don't make somebody's day. Do it now for no reason at all, just because you're thinking of them and you love them. Proflowers.com, promo code Glenn.
Glenn Beck. Mercury.
You hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Because I have no idea. And that's why I use ZipRecruiter. It posts automatically with a single click. Your job is posted to 100+ job sites. Then their powerful technology efficiently matches the right people to your job better than anybody else. And this is what makes ZipRecruiter different. Unlike other job sites, ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It goes out and finds them. In fact, over 80% of jobs posted on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just 24 hours. You don't have to juggle emails, calls to your office. You just screen them, you rate them, and you manage the candidates all in one place with ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use dashboard. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by businesses of all sizes to find the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now, you can post your job on ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. One more time. Try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck.
Rick is ready to turn both left and right this weekend in Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Rickey. That story next on NASCAR Today, midday.
Be a part of summer's last big party. Chicagoland Speedway hosts 4 days of tailgating, music, and racing. Get ready for the top drivers in NASCAR, the biggest names in music, and an electrifying weekend at Chicago's fastest loop, September 14th through 17th. This is an event you and your friends do not want to miss. Get your tickets now at ChicagolandSpeedway.com. Chicagoland Speedway, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs start here. Introducing the Wrangler Performance Series, a collection of jeans and pants featuring the new Comfort Flex waistband and 4-way flex technology that moves with you. It's the flexibility you need to get more out of every day and tap into your unrealized potential. See where more range of motion takes you. Wrangler Performance Series. Less restriction, more living.
For the third time in less than a month, the NASCAR Xfinity Series will go road course racing this Sunday with the running of the Johnsonville 180 at Road America in Wisconsin. Danielle Hemrick is looking forward to getting back to turning both left and right after coming off a career-best second-place finish at the series' last road course race at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course 2 weeks ago. And he expects many of the same characteristics he faced then this weekend in Road America.
Really, I think it's going to be a little bit of a mixture between Watkins Glen and Mid-Ohio. We're going to Road America. Just a lot of really fast spots at the racetrack, but there's also a lot of really slow technical parts, and from what I understand, the place doesn't have a lot of grip either.
For more on this weekend's race, CMRN.com. I'm Kyle Ritchie. This is NASCAR Today Midday on the Motor Racing Network.
The Glenn Beck Program. 888-727-BECK.
So where do we begin? I want to give you some actual specifics on one thing, and I'll give it to you in about 7 minutes from now. But I want to start here. We have to figure out a way to reconnect people with basic, fundamental truths and basic principles that made us strong. I don't know exactly how to do that. I know I have been reading for about 15 years now to try to prepare myself mentally for this time. And honestly, it scares me that we're here. Bonhoeffer struggled with this. Gandhi struggled with this. Lincoln struggled with this. Martin Luther King struggled with this. This is not new. Have you read Gandhi's words? Really read them? Have you read Martin Luther King? Have you read Bonhoeffer? Have you read Malcolm X? And I don't mean the biographies. I mean read their words. Most of the most important stuff they ever wrote, they wrote when they were in prison. Have you read those words? Do you know why they're true? Do you know what Bonhoeffer was afraid of? Do you know why Bonhoeffer lost and Gandhi won? I do. I'm not going to tell you the answer. I do. But it's an answer that took me a couple of years to come to. It's not going to take you that long now, because when I was looking for it, I was still in the theoretical world of what happens if America goes down this road. Now you'll be able to see it, and you will understand why Bonhoeffer lost and Gandhi won. But you can't read my words or somebody else's words. You have to read their words and figure it out for yourself. You have to find it within you. And it's time for those of us who know what time it is to put the childish things aside and realize that you were born at this time for a reason and that you're going to be a great leader if you prepare. How did Martin Luther King and Gandhi and Abraham Lincoln and Corrie ten Boom, how did they stand? Why did they stand? What compelled them to stand? I want you to know we're going to make it and it's going to be okay. But these are the things that what they struggled with are going to be the very things that we struggle with now in our lifetime. And perhaps sooner than any of us care to believe. But the best thing I can say to you now is you have to remember this one thing. You are not going to be the man or the woman you hope to be. When trouble comes, you're only going to be the man or the woman that you are prepared to be. And that's a huge difference. And that's why I think most people fail. Men's hearts will fail them, and we're seeing that now. Yours will not, and I'll take the first step with you when we come back.
You're listening to the Glenn Beck Program.
Mercury.
News Radio, I'm Kathleen Maloney. So who's the super lucky solo winner of the more than $750 million Powerball jackpot?
As I understand it, it was a middle-aged woman. And it was about 2:30 yesterday afternoon.
Bob Bolduc, the owner of the Pride gas station in Chicopee, Massachusetts, where that winning ticket was bought. President Trump facing criticism from Democrats and Republicans after threatening a government shutdown if Congress fails to fund his border wall. He's not backing down.
The president ran on building the wall, won on building the wall, and has remained steadfastly committed to doing it. And anybody who's surprised by that has not been paying attention for over 2 years.
Senior advisor Kellyanne Conway on Fox and Friends. A possibly severe hurricane forecast along the Texas Gulf Coast as Tropical Storm Harvey gains strength. Fox News. We report, you decide.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Just announced. Savings across a full lineup of Ford models like Focus, Fusion, Mustang, Escape, Edge, Explorer, and the F-150. With 0% financing for 72 months, plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Time is running out to save on America's best-selling brand. Now through September 5th, it's the last chance to get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 on top of your trade-in across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Hurry, it's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Trade Assist cash requires trade-in of 95 or newer vehicle or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after delivery. Not available on Raptor, Focus RS, Mustang, Shelby GT350 or GT350R. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by September 5th, 2017. Council.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
The Glenn Beck Program.
So, a report came out from the UN Commission, and this is very, very rare. They issued an early warning over the racial conditions in the United States. This is usually saved for people like the Ivory Coast,
Burundi,
and the UN is alarmed over the demonstrations by a tiny fraction of the population. And they feel that they need to focus on this. They say we're alarmed by the racist demonstrations with an overtly racist slogans, chants, salutes by white nationalists, neo-Nazis, and the Ku Klux Klan, promoting white supremacy and inciting racial discrimination and hatred. The UN has not said anything about the black nationalists that hate every iota of a cracker. They are not. This is not a neutral party. And I want you to understand that I do not believe that. I believe this is just a first shot over the bow. This is the beginning of things to come. And this is a signal to the global economy as well. The United States is going unstable. Mm-hmm. And please don't dismiss these things. Now, what do you do about them? We have to know that there are things that we cannot change, and then there are things that we can change. And only the things that revolve around us are the things that we can change. But those are powerful. Why do you think there has been so much money spent by the powerful to make you feel like you have no power? Why do you think there's been so much time and energy spent on keeping you in your place, making you feel small and insignificant, making you want to give up? Most of us have given up on many things. Why do you think that is there? Because you are the most powerful. If we stick to our principles, if we stick to common decency, we win, because the world is going to go into chaos on both sides. And the vast majority of people do not want to follow it in through the gates of hell. They are looking for another option, but they're not seeing it from anyone. The first thing, we have to build this from scratch. And we have to start at the very beginning. And nobody can do this work except you. And I said to my wife last night, I don't know if anybody can hear me, but I feel like I'm begging the audience every day. I've never felt this way before. I feel like I am begging you to hear me. These times are here. And you need to know what is true, and you need to write the things down that are true, and you need to take everything out of you that you think you know, and realize that most of what you think you know has been put in there by someone else. And I want to show you just one basic thing. What are the things I believe in? Well, it's easy to say, well, I believe in God. But then, I just 5 minutes before I went on the air, I just wrote down just a few things. Really? I believe in God. Why? The first time I asked that question, I answered it because, well, that's what I've been taught. That's what I believe. I didn't even know how to start. I just do. Why? Why? Who taught you? Why are you taking someone else's word for it? I thought it was supposed to be a personal relationship. Why do you believe in God? If you believe in God, what's his nature? What is he? How does he work? What does that even mean? My father he didn't believe in God the way I believe in God, as he used to say, an anthropomorphic being, a God that has human traits. He looked at it more as a mathematical equation. Something, he used to call God first cause. Something started it all. I don't know what it is. But there is some force out there that set this equation up and set it into motion. What is it? I don't know. But I have answered for myself what I think the nature of God is. Okay, so then how does he work? What's my relationship to him? Does he expect anything from me? Do I have any responsibilities in that relationship? What is his goal? What is his promise? Why am I here? If there is a God, why is he allowing this to happen? Has God abandoned us? Has God forgotten us? Why is suffering happening? Why is evil sweeping the world? Why is it that this is a fluke of nature, this freedom, these things that we say are rights given to us by God? Well, then how come it's only been that way for 228 years out of the millions of years? How could a loving God only allow us to have these rights for 228 years? And the reign of kings and monsters and tyrants have ruled the rest. He wants me to forgive. I don't know how to forgive. What does that entail? How do I even do that? Who do I forgive? There's somebody in my life that caused a deeper scar in my life than anyone ever has, and continued for years to continue to open that scar and just keep stabbing me. And I could not forgive. And Tanya said to me at one point, "You got to let this go." And she was angry because she saw what was happening. And I said, "How?" For 5 or 6 years, we prayed every single night and every single morning together. Please, please help me let this go. Please help me forgive. And it was really hard because the wound continued to be opened every single day, every day. And I truly believe there's no way I can ever forgive. I can't. How can I? One day, Tanya and I were in the car, and we had just been with this individual. And about a year before, we were someplace, and this individual just was so horrendous that we actually drove about 150 miles in the wrong direction before we realized that we shouldn't have been driving. Before we even realized we were headed in the wrong direction. We were just so caught up in, I can't believe what just happened. About a year later, after about 5 years of praying, we got in the car and we both just started crying. And it wasn't for us. It was for this other individual. And we were like, think of this. The pain that this individual must be in to do this. Forgiveness was easy once there was empathy. But getting there was a struggle. I didn't think was even possible. That's what's expected of us. And it's why I have been praying lately for courage and empathy and understanding or vision. You're going to need the courage to stand. You're going to need the plan or the vision to be able to see through the muck and the smoke. But you're going to need empathy because it'll be the only thing that stops you from reaching out and striking back. And boy, I know I'm in the minority of America now, I think. Everybody wants to fight back. Everybody wants to strike back, and everybody feels justified. And I get it. I do. I really get it. I can't believe what's happening to my country. I can't believe the lies that are happening. And that's why I said at the beginning of the hour, you're going to do the impossible. You're going to thread the impossible needle. You are going to have a soft heart and firm conviction. And if you think you can't do it, then I go back to, do you believe in God? Because if you do, you know, I want you to just put yourself in this situation. And what we know from history is mainly from the movies. It wasn't like this. Life was brutal. Life was short. Life was ugly. And death was violent. When people were crucified, they were crucified at eye level. They wanted you to walk into the gates knowing what happens to somebody who commits that crime. They wanted you to look in that person's eye. They also wanted the dogs to consume the bodies and rip them apart. They wanted that horror to be seen by every man, woman, and child. So it was much different than our movies make it out to be. Now think of the firm conviction to not give in all the way to the end as you're being crucified. And then as you're crucified and they're spitting on you and calling you names and they've beaten you and all of this, you look up to the sky and say, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Oh my gosh. And we say we can't forgive. I go back to the beginning of this break with you, and that is, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please. Begin to do your work now, because I know this audience is the audience that turns things around, but we are at that pivot point. It's time for all of us to put the childish things aside and to do what we have to do. Our sponsor this half hour is My Patriot Supply. China is not happy. China is demanding that the U.S. immediately withdraw the new round of North Korean sanctions. This is something that happened 2 days ago. China's foreign ministry said it has fully implemented the UN Security Council sanctions and that the new U.S. sanctions on Chinese companies and individuals will harm U.S. and Chinese ties. What happened? We did the thing in the UN, then we came back a week later and we're like, hey, by the way, this company, and these people, you're getting extra sanctions. East Asia is a tinderbox right now. The whole world is. Please prepare. Call now. 102 servings survival food kit is only $99 now. It's healthy food. It lasts up to 25 years. In the case of an emergency, you have it. Please, 800-200-7163, 800-200-7163, or order online at preparewithglenn.com. That's preparewithglenn.com.
This is the Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
Driving season is in full swing, and an unexpected car repair can cost hundreds, even thousands to fix, ruining your road trip. And that's why I'd like to recommend to you getting extended vehicle service protection from CarShield. A new water pump could set you back over $500, and replacing your air conditioner, $1,500. God forbid something happens to your engine, that's a $5,000 hit. Get covered by CarShield, affordable protection that can save you thousands for covered repairs. And not just mechanical repairs, your car's computer, your GPS, electronics. Even a simple repair to a sensor can cost you over $1,000. With CarShield, you can have your favorite mechanic or dealership do the work, and CarShield pays them directly so you don't have to sit around waiting for a check. So sign up today, and you'll get 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is in the shop. Save yourself from high repair bills with CarShield. Call 800-CAR-6100 and mention promo code BECK or visit carshield.com and use the code BECK and save 10%. That's carshield.com, promo code BECK. Deductible may apply.
Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
When we're stressed, we tend to take shallower breaths. If our brain isn't getting enough oxygen, it'll send signals to our body telling it to yawn deeply in order to get more air. Female Tinder users are 98% less likely to swipe right on your profile if your bio section is blank. Taking breaks does, in fact, help boost our mood and makes us more creative and productive.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women who choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies, we're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
The Glenn Beck Program.
You know, I've been talking to my staff about changing our content, finding better ways to serve you, the listener, the viewer. The first step that we had to take was listen to you, and we're still trying to listen to you and figure out how we can best serve you. Instead of bringing an audience in, which we normally do on Thursdays, I'm asking you to virtually come in. We'll be taking calls for a full hour starting from 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Call a few minutes early so you can get in line. We'd like to take as many calls as we can. The number is the number for the radio show, 888-727-BECK. Write it down. Begins this afternoon, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. A conversation with you on what is on your mind, how we can help, what is happening, what you're seeing happening around. Just an open conversation. Today, only on the Blaze TV. 888-727-BECK, 888-727-BECK. Back in a minute.
This is the Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
You hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Because I have no idea. And that's why I use ZipRecruiter. It posts automatically with a single click. Your job is posted to 100+ job sites. Then their powerful technology efficiently matches the right people to your job better than anybody else. And this is what makes ZipRecruiter different. Unlike other job sites, ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It goes out and finds them. In fact, over 80% of jobs posted on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just 24 hours. You don't have to juggle emails, calls to your office. You just screen them, you rate them, and you manage the candidates all in one place with ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use dashboard. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by businesses of all sizes to find the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now, you can post your job on ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. One more time. Try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. Stop wasting your time on other websites. Upside.com's the only one you need for buying your business trips. Upside quickly and easily shows you the flights and the big name hotels that you want. You can buy them separately or together or even add a ride. Bundling 2 or more of the selection saves you more and gives you a bigger gift card every time you buy a business travel package. Go to Upside.com, use the promo code Beck for a $100 Amazon.com gift card on your package purchase. Upside.com, the better way to buy business travel. Minimum purchase required. See site for complete details. It's time to get rid of your heat-trapping mattress and sleep as cool as I do in my Casper mattress. Casper has 2 high-tech foams that guarantee that you'll have a great night's sleep. If you don't love your Casper, they're going to come and pick it up and refund every single penny, no questions asked. Try yours for 100 nights with free shipping and free returns if you don't love it. Casper.com. Use the promo code Beck, get $50 off the purchase of your mattress. That's Casper.com. Terms and conditions do apply.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
I
I'm Jan Marino from Palm Garden of Ocala, and I'd like to tell you about the Palm Garden Way. We promote individual care, of course, but we also encourage GEMS. That's going the extra mile, and these are thoughtful individual gifts that make each guest stay special. A gem could be a daily latte or a new book or something else that means a lot to our guest. To find out more about the Palm Garden Way, take a tour, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street in Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu.
We're encouraging the public to do all they can to prepare, as we do in any other weather event.
New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu as Tropical Storm Harvey takes aim at the Louisiana and Texas coastlines.
This is a dire situation right now. The National Hurricane Center is upping its forecast. The storm is rapidly intensifying over the warm Gulf of Mexico waters, and now we are expecting Category 3, a major hurricane, to make landfall along the Texas coast, and they have slowed down the timeline, making landfall around Saturday, 7 a.m.
Fox meteorologist Janice Steen. AP reporting the Trump administration is poised to slap visa restrictions on 4 Asian and African nations refusing to take back their citizens who've been deported from the U.S. Countries reportedly affected are Cambodia, Eritrea, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Ad Council.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
An unexpected pregnancy can turn a young woman's life upside down. The House of One in Faith in Ocala gives these young women a place to live in privacy and comfort under the Christian care of counselors who will guide and protect both the woman and her unborn child. The House of One in Faith is confidential, loving, and free. For more information, call 352-687-8895.
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animist Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parents who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animist without driving for hours or miles. Consider volunteering. Animist needs you.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Coming this and every second Friday of the month at 11 a.m. is Trinity Healthcare Medical Center with your host, Dr. David Kuhn. Trinity Healthcare Medical Center is Ocala's only progressive primary care clinic. Be sure to listen in and also check their website at thcmc.com. Then call them with your questions at 512-0000. That's 512-0000. That's every second Friday at 11 a.m. for Trinity Healthcare Medical Center here on The Source WOCA.
Let me take you, before we go into the events of the day, let me give you some perspective on the past. In 1964, Barry Goldwater ran for president, and he took a hard line on foreign policy, especially on communism, the Soviet Union. And because of that and the rest of his conservative agenda, the media painted him as crazy and unfit for office. It was so bad that Fact magazine polled psychiatrists in an article titled "The Unconscious of a Conservative," a special issue in the mind of Barry Goldwater. And on that cover, Fact claimed that 1,189 psychiatrists say Goldwater is psychologically unfit to be president. Wow, that is quite the statement, especially when you consider that not one of those 1,189 psychiatrists had ever examined Barry Goldwater. So he lost the election. And Fact editor Ralph Ginsburg was sued by Goldwater for libel. And he won a settlement in what today's dollars would be about $500,000. Because of that, the American Psychiatric Association's Principles of Medical Ethics instituted what is now known as the Goldwater Rule, which states that it is unethical for psychiatrists to give a professional opinion about public figures they have not examined in person and from whom they haven't obtained consent to discuss their mental health in public. So what does that have to do with us today? Well, the Goldwater Rule is being stomped all over. Listen to what the media is saying.
I really question his ability to, his fitness to be in this office.
Is he suffering from some kind of illness? Is he fit for office?
Do you think this raises questions about fitness for office? You wouldn't be the first person in the coverage of this story to mention that.
Egregious, reckless behavior in the Oval Office. And it goes to the fitness of the person who's in the Oval Office.
And how this is an illustration of his lack of fitness for office.
Donald Trump is a president with whom there is grave question about his fitness and ability to conduct the office of the president.
So, instead of diagnosing politicians that you've never examined, you don't personally know, and quite honestly, you and the media do not even have a license to practice medicine, instead of doing that, why don't you let the American people and the voters think about what they think about this man. Let them decide what they think about this man. Now, if you around him who are working for him, there is a clause in the Constitution. If he is indeed unfit, well, then we have a responsibility, not us that don't know him, but those around him, those who are working around him, see him every day, to make the case. Here's what happens. Congress has to come together. People can levy a charge, and they say, and I think is it the 25th Amendment? Do you know, Pat? It's one of the amendments that says, hey, we think that this guy is unfit. He is then immediately removed from office, and the vice president takes his position. And then there's a period, it's been a while since I've read this, there's a certain period of time that they have to make their case, and the president can respond and make his case. And if he wasn't sick, if he's fine, he goes back into the office. That's in the Constitution. That's how it works. What are you doing? If you have a case, make it. Make the legal case. But you can't. That's not what they're doing. They're just trying to smear him every way they can. Last night, Ben Shapiro was on CNN. And I saw a story, and I think this was on Business Insider. I love this. Former Breitbart editor challenges left-leaning media over its coverage of Trump. That's the headline. Now, can we ask, why would you put former Breitbart editor? Why would you put that? If you're writing for the left, why do you put that in there?
To tie him into Trump.
To tie him into Trump. Former Breitbart. Why did he leave Breitbart? Pat,
because he was not a fan of what Breitbart was doing with Trump. He wasn't in bed with Trump like Breitbart was.
He wasn't on the Trump train. He wasn't on the Bannon train. It still isn't. In fact, found it very, very dangerous. He is an outspoken person on the other side. Okay. But he's also a reasonable guy. He's also trying to speak reason to the American people. So here's what he said. Former Breitbart editor Ben Shapiro asserted in a CNN interview Wednesday night, one thing Trump has benefited from is that the left is constantly reacting to everything he says with an enormous level of passion, and that's actually negative. Shapiro was speaking about the reaction within left-leaning media circles that followed Trump's freewheeling rally in Phoenix, Arizona a day earlier, where Trump relitigated his remarks about deadly white national protests that erupted in Charlottesville, Virginia earlier this month. While conservative media largely applauded Trump's remarks on Tuesday night, some commentators on the left-leaning media outlets called the president's behavior unhinged, a disaster, downright scary, disturbing. Trump began his remarks. Okay, so I've got one paragraph of what Ben Shapiro said, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs in, I only have one paragraph that has anything to do with the subject in the headline. Shapiro argued that media, left liberal media, tends to take an emotional stance on Trump when the president goes off the rails. Instead of doing objective analysis of where he was not telling the truth, they jump to extraordinary critiques of his mental health and talking about how crazy and morally bereft he is. All that does is play into his crowd. The crowd thinks that the media is out to get him. His crowd thinks the media has a particular emotional animus toward him personally.
Yeah, and they do.
And they do. And they do. So how are you going to solve any problem when Don Lemon said he defended his choice to take a position on his fiery remarks, but insisted having a point of view is not the same as being biased? Shapiro responded to that assertion, whether it's true or not, that's the way a lot of his followers are going to take it. And that is true. It doesn't matter anymore. There is no nuance anymore. There's no nuance. If you're on CNN, you're a bad guy. If you're on Fox, you're a bad guy to the other half. That's it. You can't have reasoned responses to things because reason has gone out of fashion. Do I think that Donald Trump, does he scare me at times? Scares the living hell out of me. And he should scare the living hell out of anybody who still has a rational being in their head. But so does Antifa. So do many of the people in the media. So does Bill Maher, who says, boy, I hope we have a stock market crash. He just said that last week. Who would hope for that? Who would hope for that? That means millions of people lose their retirement money. That means that our pensions, anybody who worked for a pension, you have a massive stock market crash. Your pension is over. How much was Powerball worth last night? Final, Jeffy?
750 million.
750 million. May I make a suggestion? Take the frickin' cash. Take the lump payment. How could we have people who are rooting for the downfall of the economy, that they are the sane ones? There's a story today on The Blaze about a woman in Louisville. She's with Black Lives Matter. And she's saying, basically all you white people need to leave your houses to black or brown people when you die. What? What are you talking about? What? No, I don't think so. I'll leave my house to whoever I want to leave my house to, if I even have a house to leave to somebody. She was saying all kinds of horrible racist things and calling white people all kinds of names, and that if you're in work and you hear anybody say anything about this rally that might offend you, you take their picture, you put them out on Facebook and Twitter, and you get them fired. What is that? There's no difference between the Nazis and that. The Black Lives Matter, they're not about black lives. They're about the destruction of America. Don't take my word for it. Read their own manifesto. Read their own website. Now, does that mean that everybody in Black Lives Matter is that way? No. It just means the leadership is. Now, I can say that, but the media won't even say anything bad about Black Lives Matter. They won't even mention the manifesto. And if they do mention the manifesto, they say, well, those are just the crazy people, and most people don't read that. Well, okay. I wish I could make the same point about the Nazis, but the Nazis are so well known. If you're signing up to stand around a bunch of Nazis, I think you know what you're doing. But at some point, people didn't know what the Nazis stood for, and look what they turned into. We have to have we have to fix reason firmly in her seat again. We have to know history, know why, know what the Goldwater rule is, know how this was used before to destroy people. If you continue to oppress or make people feel oppressed, there is no justice in reversing the oppression. There is justice in stopping oppression. There is no justice in forcing everyone to accept, embrace, or celebrate your lifestyle just because somebody else tried to force you to accept, embrace, and celebrate their lifestyle. They were wrong when they did it. You're wrong when you're doing it. There's some really brave people standing up, and sometimes you can't tell the difference between the brave people and the crazy people until you hear them talk enough. But because we live in a culture that spends no more than 10 seconds per story, you read a story on Facebook, you most likely, the average person, is 6 to 10 seconds on a story. Nobody's reading. I guess I read you 6 paragraphs before it said something true about what Ben Shapiro said. You're not making it down 6 paragraphs. It's not happening. You don't know who the good guys and the bad guys are because nobody's listening to them long enough. Somebody's going to come along and say some things that maybe you really agree with. But can you listen to them for longer than 10 seconds to make sure that they're also not crazy? That they're also not saying things that you strongly disagree with? We now have the national anthem being protested. And quite honestly, I'm not married to the national anthem. I'm not. The national anthem only came into play under FDR. We didn't have a national anthem until FDR. Think of that. We didn't have a national anthem until the 1940s. This isn't something that came from our founders. We didn't have a standardized flag until Woodrow Wilson. Why did they do that? Why do we have a national anthem and why do we have a standardized flag? It meant nothing to our founders. It meant nothing to our country for the longest period of time. Why all of a sudden are we willing to fight and die over that? Because of heritage. But heritage is a really frightening thing because it's being misused and twisted. And I want to get into that if we can today, but I also want to tell you about the current struggle of what is happening now at football games when the national anthem is played. Take a knee. Next. Sponsor this half hour is Simply Safe Home Security. Extended their biggest ever summer sale to September 3rd. Burglary rates spike during the summer, but you don't have to worry about it with Simply Safe. They're going to take $100 off right now of Simply Safe Summer Special Package. It has everything that you need to keep your home safe. Round-the-clock monitoring is only $14.99 a month. That's $15 a month with no long-term contract, nothing to lock you in. It's protection done the right way. Don't miss out. The offer ends September 3rd. Go to simplysafebeck.com. You're going to save $100. Simplysafebeck.com. Do it now. Simplysafebeck.com.
You're listening to the Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
Get incredible deals on the latest flooring trends at Lumber Liquidators Fall Flooring Kickoff Sale and transform your home today. All pre-finished hardwood and all bamboo is on sale, including $1 off per square foot on 17 Bellawood floors. Get the best deals on the best selection of wood look waterproof floors, like 45% off vinyl plank, 43% off wood look tile, and 17% off new click ceramic plank. More from 49 cents plus special financing. The Fall Flooring Kickoff Sales going on now at Lumber Liquidators.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. Think you can't manage the down payment it takes to purchase a new home? Think again. You could move into a $150,000 home with as little as $1,500 down with our 1% down payment option. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%, APR 4.19%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Here is your 30-second news brief. Memorial services today remember the two Kissimmee police officers killed Friday night in the line of duty. A man arrested for robbing an Ocala convenience store led deputies on a multi-county chase. Florida will execute 53-year-old Mark Assay today for two racially motivated murders in 1987. The University of Florida unveiled high-def screens at the swamp so fans can see the line of scrimmage, and the My Disney Experience app has added an ordering option for Disney restaurants. And that is your news brief from The Source.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
Langley Health Services, located at 7205 Southeast Merricamp Road in Ocala, is a federally qualified health center offering family practice, pediatrics, podiatry, dental, behavioral health, and radiology services. Most insurance accepted, sliding scale for those who qualify, and same-day appointments available until 4 p.m. with board-certified family practice and internal medicine physicians on staff. Langley Health Services, call today 352-680-7000. What do I do now?
After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com.
This is the Glenn Beck Program.
So glad you're here. Not everybody is excited about the latest wave of national anthem protesters. One NFL player's wife, the Detroit Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford, his wife Kelly, made her opinion pretty loud and clear in an Instagram post this week. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, she said something like the national. I don't have it right in front of me, but she said the national anthem isn't the national police anthem. I mean, that's so true. It's not about the police. It's about pride in the country. And you mentioned that.
I'm not even sure it's about pride in the country.
I think it is. I mean, the way it was written from Francis Scott Key and the way it came about, I mean, that's definitely about love and pride in the country.
Let's go through that in a minute, because I'd like to go there. Here's what she actually wrote. If you think the country can be better, stand for the ideal. If you think the answer is people showing unity, then stand with them. The anthem is not the national police song. The anthem is not the national racist song. The anthem is an exercise on how this country can endure and rise. How we can agree on its future potential, even while struggling with its present. That's
pretty great.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. However, people were not happy with her.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, you can't have that opinion anymore.
No. She had to respond a couple of hours later. I meant no disrespect with my last post. If you know me personally, you know I love mostly everyone, and I try to be as open as possible.
Look how they send people running for the hills.
They sure do. And
it happens every time. Stop caving in to this stuff. If people, you need to toughen up a little bit and realize Twitter is not reality. Okay, Twitter is the sedgepool of society. It's the sewer of society. That's what it is. It's garbage.
It is the it's the crack that makes you think you can fly. It's the crack that makes you think that you are invincible. You're taking a hit off of a drug these Facebook and Twitter, that's nothing more than a drug that is making you feel like you are invincible. And
you are, because you're anonymous and you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And
nobody cares. It seems, unless you disagree with the vast majority of people that happen to be reading that and sharing that with their friends. It's not reality. And you need to know what you believe and then just let it go. Just let it go.
The Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu.
We're encouraging the public to do all they can to prepare, as we do in any other weather event.
New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu as Tropical Storm Harvey takes aim at the Louisiana and Texas coastlines.
This is a dire situation right now. The National Hurricane Center is upping its forecast. The storm is rapidly intensifying over the warm Gulf of Mexico waters, and now we are expecting Category 3, a major hurricane, to make landfall along the Texas coast, and they have slowed down the timeline, making landfall around Saturday, 7 a.m.
Fox meteorologist Janice Steen. AP reporting the Trump administration is poised to slap visa restrictions on 4 Asian and African nations refusing to take back their citizens who've been deported from the U.S. Countries reportedly affected are Cambodia, Eritrea, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online. Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. And now, 3 rooms for just $99. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
Most folks recognize honey-baked ham for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. They think about the smell and taste of our slow-smoked ham with that sweet, crunchy glaze, or one of our delicious smoked or roasted turkey breast. Honey-baked is here all year long, and Labor Day is Monday, September 4th, a day celebrating you, the American laborer, who has contributed to the strength and well-being of our country. This Labor Day, let Honey-Baked prepare your fabulous meal for you. Order it now, take it home, and enjoy your celebration. Call us at 352-861-0011.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Feeling creative or looking for inspiration? The Appleton Museum of Art has something for you with a full schedule of studio art classes and workshops for adults, teens, children, and even pre-K. Classes begin as early as September and cover a broad range of subjects for all skill levels, including drawing, painting, clay, mixed media, sculpture, and more. For more information or to register, call 352-291-4455 or visit appletonmuseum.org.
So let's take a minute to know what we're protesting, shall we? You know, the Star-Spangled Banner is something that is always performed with vim and vigor and boast. And the Millennial Orchestra and Choir, I did a project with them. It's called To Be an American, and it's a collection of American songs, and I told them the story of some of these songs, like the Star-Spangled Banner, and it's not a boastful song. It is a song that really is pensive and calls each American to ask themselves, is this going to last another day? The Star-Spangled Banner was first recognized as our national anthem, but not officially, by Woodrow Wilson in 1916. Congress didn't make it our official national anthem until the 1930s, I think 31. Before that, it was Hail Columbia, which, oof, that's a bad song. Also, My Country 'Tis of Thee, which is God Save the Queen. We just took their music and replaced the lyrics. So this is something that is relatively new. It's 100 years old as our national anthem, and not even officially. 100 years ago, out of 228, 100 years ago, we decided, yep, that's us. But we misinterpret the whole thing. If you really actually listen to the Star-Spangled Banner, which this is not, if you actually listen to the Star-Spangled Banner, please, Cal, you hear a different story entirely. You have to understand that this is the War of 1812, and Washington is on fire. And Francis Scott Key goes out, and he's on a mission for President James Madison. And he goes out to a ship where they are holding a couple of prisoners. They're American prisoners. The British are holding them on a ship. One of them is a famous doctor at the time who was accused of getting a bunch of British rounded up and arrested. And so Francis Scott Key, on an official, under a flag of truce, goes on board this British ship and says, hey, we want to exchange prisoners. Well, during dinner, they start talking about an attack that they're going to do. And this attack that they're now planning, Francis Scott Key and his partner here. And the captain of the ship realizes, I can't let you guys go because now you're going to tell your side. You're going to tell the Americans. So you have to stay on the ship until this battle is over. So, in a story that seems to be becoming more and more impossible for me to tell, they're in the ship and they're watching the battle over Fort McHenry. And they are seeing the rockets, and they're seeing a small, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Is it called a battle banner? They're seeing a small flag over the fort, and it's the battle flag. It's not the big one. It's a small one. And they're watching this through the night. Now, the next morning, they don't know if there's going to be a country left. So as they're watching this, they are peering through the slats of the ship and the portholes. They're hearing the battle rage on. And they are staying up and trying to stay awake. And all they're doing is watching that little teeny banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. They only knew that they were still a country, that Fort McHenry was still there and still operating and the fight was still going on when there was an explosion, because there was nothing lighting up that flag. It was just the rockets' red glare. It was just the explosions and the fire that allowed them to see that little teeny flag was still flying. On the shore, dimly seen through the mists of the deep, where the foe's haughty hosts in dread silence reposes. What is that which the breeze o'er the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam, in full glory reflected, now shines in the stream. It is the Star-Spangled Banner, and long may it wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. In the morning, the first thing they did when they opened their eyes, if they had been able to shut their eyes, was to look for that flag. And where is that band who so vauntingly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country, should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out of their foul footsteps pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and the slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave, and the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph doth wave. Oh, thus be it forever, when freemen shall stand between their loved homes and their war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace. May the heavens rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must when our cause is just, and this be our motto: in God is our trust. And the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph shall wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. You know, most people don't know. And in fact, I would guarantee you that everyone who is taking a knee at the Star-Spangled Banner has never heard the 6th stanza. We know there's 5. Those are all printed. Did you know that the Star-Spangled Banner added a 6th stanza? It's 1861. And this is added. When our land is illuminated with liberty's smile, if a foe from within strike a blow at her glory, down, down with the traitor that dares to defile the flag of her stars and the page of her story. By the millions unchained who our birthright have gained, we will keep her bright blazoned forever unstained, and the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph shall wave, while the land of the free is the home of the brave. Tell me that this doesn't stand for freedom for all. Our ignorance of our own history, our arrogance that has taken a story and turned it into nothing but something that precedes the cheer after play ball is shouted. I promise you now, if we do not reconnect with our history, both the good and the bad, if we throw the baby out with the bathwater, the plea that is the Star-Spangled Banner, it is not boastful. It is not about war. It is a plea. I promise you, if we don't reconnect with both the good and the bad and make peace with both the good and the bad, it will not be too long before we get up in the morning and we ask sincerely, does the flag still wave? Is it still there? Are we still America? Has it been taken down? Has it been lost overnight? Our sponsor this half hour is Mercury Real Estate. I want to tell you about Antonio's story. Antonio went on to realestateagentsitrust.com. Within a week, he met his agent. That weekend, Antonio's agent had 4 visits lined up for his house. And on Tuesday, Antonio had an offer on his home. Real Estate Agents I Trust. They're going to find a great real estate agent in your town. We have over 1,000 agents all over America who are just like you. They feel the same things you feel. They believe many of the same things you do. We're not going to agree on everything, but some basic principles like my word is my bond and a handshake is good enough. They're going to help you sell your home and buy a new home. Real Estate Agents I Trust. Put them to the test. The results have been remarkable. You can read about it at realestateagentsitrust.com. That's realestateagentsitrust.com.
This is
the Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
$1,800 for flights and hotel for a 2-day business trip.
Oh, deep breaths, friend. Business travel's about the journey, not the destination. It's time for you to travel on a new path to savings. The path to Upside.com.
Does anyone know this person?
By bundling your flights and hotel together at Upside, you'll be swimming in the deep end of the savings pool.
What kind of savings?
Well, not only can your company save hundreds on your trip, Upside will reward you, the business travel warrior, with gift cards that could be worth $100 or more every business trip you take.
Seriously?
Yeah. Use code BIZ100 and you'll get at least a $100 Amazon gift card. That's code BIZ100 at Upside.com. Once you see the savings, you can never unsee them.
That's deep.
I know, right? Upside.com, the better way to buy business travel.
Minimum purchase required. See site for complete details.
Did you call Mike Scott Plumbing about the irrigation?
No, but did you know a crocodile can't stick its tongue out? Or that Humpty Dumpty rhyme never actually says he's an egg? Or that Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice?
Where the hell do you come up with these facts? And what's that have to do with the lawn?
Nothing really, just hoping you'd forget what you told me to do.
Well, here's a fact. Just like an elephant, I never forget. And here's another fun fact for you. If my plants die because you didn't call Mike Scott Plumbing to come over and install an irrigation system, you're going to be the one out there all night with a hose.
Well, as a matter of fact, I think I'll call Mike Scott Plumbing right now.
Now that's a fact.
237-2888.
Yes, 237-2888. Because if...
I know. If water runs through it, they do it. Did you know honeybees have 5 eyes?
Oh, brother, you're going to do this all night now, aren't you?
Or that a strawberry is not actually a berry, but a banana is? Or that Chuck Norris killed 2 stones with 1 bird? Or that polar bears are left-handed?
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animist Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parents who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animist without driving for hours or miles. Consider volunteering. Animist needs you.
Hang tough, baby. It's rodeo time in Ocala. The 35th annual Ocala Shrine Pro Rodeo returns September 1st and 2nd, 7:30 nightly. Witness America's #1 sport in the greatest show on dirt as cowboys ride to help children walk. It all happens rain or shine in the covered arena at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. For tickets and information, call 352-402-8808. Don't miss the rodeo in Ocala.
A new home is being built and donated by On Top of the World in Indigo East to be raffled off, with all proceeds benefiting Hospice of Marion County, the only not-for-profit hospice in the county, providing compassionate care since 1983. Visit homefreeprize.com to purchase raffle entries for $100 each through October 31st. For a complete list of rules and regulations, visit homefreeprize.com. Brought to you by On Top of the World and Hospice of Marion County, with premier sponsor Ford of Ocala and Village Ford. Be sure to tune in to hear about innovative financial strategies on the long-running program Prosper with Keith Singer. You will learn about intelligent ways to safely grow and preserve your wealth, create reliable income streams, and maximize your legacy. Tune in Saturday at 8:05 a.m. and again on Sunday at 10:05 a.m. Prosper with Keith Singer.
To the Glenn Beck Program.
We are going to, we're being torn apart. Colin Kaepernick is becoming a hero, I guess, of some sort. The NFL.
Which is absolutely crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, the guy doesn't even understand what has happened in most of these police shooting cases.
Or defenses. He doesn't understand them either.
Or those.
That's another problem.
Yeah, it is.
You see the guy who got the tear gas can to the twigs and berries?
I didn't know that story.
Oh, yeah, he went down.
He went down for the count.
20 kids.
Oh, man.
Go back and watch the video. Everybody's watching the tear gas can to the pants.
Yeah.
Look who goes out and rescues him. He's a guy wearing a Colin Kaepernick jersey.
But it wasn't Colin.
Oh, man.
I just saw the jersey. I didn't look. It might have been.
I don't think he wears his jersey out.
You never know. I don't.
The Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
Russia and China loading up on gold to cut their economic dependency on the U.S. dollar and to protect themselves from a, quote, possible collapse. Even U.S. allies like India and Germany are announcing now their desire to diversify away from a dollar-based economic system. So if the world plunges into a second Great Depression, Americans are going to wake up to what? Are we going to find the dollar is replaced as the primary global currency and one that's backed by more than paper? Russia has increased their national gold reserve 150% since Vladimir Putin first came to power. He now has the 7th largest gold hoard on the planet. Are you protecting yourself from a possible collapse? Are we doing it? We should, just by diversifying our portfolio or our IRA with gold. Goldline, the only company I endorse and use to buy my gold. They make it simple, easy, and fast to add physical gold to your portfolio. Read the risk information, do your own homework. 866-GOLDLINE, 1-866-465-3546 or goldline.com. People who prepare for crisis, like me, will tell you we don't do it out of fear. It's about reassurance. It's about self-reliance. Once the government or the media sounds the alarm, it's already too late. That's why you need to be proactive, so you can avoid the empty grocery store shelves and reliance on a meager government handout. That's why I trust My Patriot Supply for food storage. They've thought of everything already, and they always do right by their customers. Get their 102-serving survival food kit this week for only $99. Call 800-200-7163, or you can order online at preparewithglenn.com. It's healthy food that lasts up to 25 years for less than $1 per serving. You're going to get breakfast, lunch, dinner shipped free to your home. Tasty meals that will get you through the next emergency, including their popular cheesy broccoli and rice soup. So act now. 800-200-7163. Preparewithglenn.com. Preparewithglenn.com. 800-200-7163.
On top of the world, Ocala's premier active adult community is a leader in the industry in both recreational activities and amenities. They utilize superior construction methods to deliver energy-efficient homes. Wednesday morning, August 30th at 9 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest to discuss all the exciting new things On Top of the World can offer to current and prospective new residents. So be sure to tune in Wednesday at 9 a.m. On Top of the World. You deserve the world.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Thursday, intervals of clouds and sunshine with a shower and thunderstorm around, mainly during the afternoon hours, high 88 to 92. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low 73 to 77. For Friday and Saturday, more clouds and sun with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm in the area each day. The high both days between 86 and 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Kathleen Maloney. The country's newest multimillionaire is Mavis Wanzik of Chicopee, Massachusetts, the winner of the $758 million Powerball jackpot.
It's the second largest jackpot ever, but the largest prize ever won by a single ticket. Lottery officials also report that 40 tickets sold across the country are worth $1 or $2 million each.
Fox's Jeff Manasso. Harvey is now a hurricane and is forecast to be a major one when it hits the Texas Gulf Coast Friday night into Saturday morning.
Right now it's just kind of be prepared for the worst.
Brittany Villegas of the Galveston County Office of Emergency Management bracing for severe flooding.
Upwards of 2 feet of rain, not out of the question. This is going to be catastrophic for folks along the Texas coastline.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelly Hart, Executive Editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us number one. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to tune in to the first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. to learn about the latest advances in healthcare available right here at home. Ocala Regional Medical Center and Strive have teamed up to bring the most qualified medical professionals on the air to answer your questions and bring information to help you in your decisions concerning your health. Again, that's the first and third Thursday. Health matters.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952. Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
Here's what you need to know on the TSA pat-downs. They're back in the news, back in the spotlight. And now there's a new, even more intensive procedure that some travelers have to endure. And to many people, it borders on sexual assault. 56-year-old Jenna McFarland. She's traveling from Charlotte to Baltimore. She described her recent experience like this. The pat-down was done over my clothes. They explored my breasts, my crotch, and my buttocks. I did not imagine that she would ask me a few times to spread my legs wider and, in fact, touch my vagina 4 times with the side of her hand. This is what she wrote in a complaint. She told everyone in the TSA, everyone who would listen to her, that she had been humiliated. She took her complaints to the TSA and to her congressman. So now she's been talking to them for months. And she said, quote, "I've learned a lot in the following months about how well the TSA had done their job and that Congress had approved the procedure. I've emerged with a healthy respect for the hard work of the TSA agents and how much they too must loathe this procedure. I've always had it in me that as Americans, I should help other Americans. This I felt like was the opposite. But now that I've spoken with the TSA, I realize there was no way I could help them other than to submit to what I and others have described as humiliation. I thought to myself then, there must be another way," end quote. Wow. I wish I could talk to my congressman in the TSA so they could make things so much better for me too. There is another way. In fact, there are lots of different ways. We don't need to roll over and play dead while someone does random searches. They are not effective. We can be smarter, and we're better than this. And if the TSA, your congressman, or your media source aren't telling you that, then it's time for a new TSA, another congressman, or a new media source.
Of entertainment and enlightenment. This is the Glenn Beck Program.
Okay, Google and Walmart are now teaming up. Amazon wasn't invited. Amazon, the largest online retailer, and a big reason physical stores are now struggling. Walmart is the largest offline retailer and is a very distant second when it comes to online sales. They've been trying to make up the difference for years now. Walmart is really, really struggling hard. They're getting beat to death. And in where is it, Bentonville? Bentonville, the layoffs are really quite intense, as you're going to have to reinvent yourself, every 5 years. And what they built no longer is what the world is using. Now they're teaming up with Google, and they're going to sell their products on Google Express. This is Google's digital shopping mall where you can buy things, Target, Costco, Walgreens, etc. The partnership lets shoppers order from Walmart using Google Home, just like Amazon's Echo. So now, what does this mean? This means for Walmart that they're going to have, more customers, and they're going to slide into Amazon's territory. Is Amazon, now it's Amazon and Google going head to head, and everybody, if you want to stay, I think if you want to stay in business, you better get on the Amazon train or the Google train or some train, because all the trains are leaving the station and they're all run by these 4 companies.
I think it calls into Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Just submit. I think that's the easier way to do it.
It is. I have learned that there's a better way, and it is Google.
Did you hear At first, I thought there wasn't, but they convinced me it's the only way to go. Did you see Amazon Instant, too? Which they're going to be doing these lockers they're setting up at, gas stations. And you can just go, order and, a minute later or 2 minutes later, go pick it up at a place. So, if you're driving back, you're getting gas.
Yeah, but I don't want to go pick it up.
No, I know. It's
go pick it up.
Well, it's the fastest way you can get something.
What do you mean these lockers?
They're going to they're setting up almost like gym lockers, and all these basic necessities. They're doing it particularly in college towns. But basic necessities you might need instead of having to order to get them delivered from the store, which Amazon Prime now can take up to 2 hours. So who can wait that long? And so you can just, stop by on your way home or just walk by at one of these lockers and pick up whatever the necessity is that you need.
Okay, so now here is another big change that is coming to America. Have you ever heard of Lidl? L-I-D-L, Lidl. It's a European grocery chain. Yeah. A grocery chain. You heard about this?
It's a new store.
Yeah. Have you seen one yet?
I saw pictures.
Okay. They are 9% cheaper than Walmart.
Wow.
9% cheaper. And they offer products as much as 50% less than rival stores, but on the average, 9% less. 10% is a lot of cash.
Where are their products being made? Walmart's are all in China. Are they making them in Bangladesh?
So
where are these being made?
So here's how they do it. Most of the products they have are private label brands. 90% products in Lidl stores are private label brands, products manufactured specifically for Lidl. So it's a name you can trust. 2, they have a limited selection of products. They instead, right now, remember I told you that, 10 or 15 years ago, the most elaborate grocery stores had between 10 and 20,000 products on the shelves. The the nice grocery stores now, the really nice grocery stores have 60,000 different products on the shelves.
That's too much. There's too many options.
No, it's not.
There's too many options.
I love it.
It's great.
Lidl only has 2,000 products. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a big difference.
It stocks the fast-moving items, the things that people buy most often. So they're limited to the fast-moving items, which means they don't have the money tied up in inventory. Their stores are relatively small on average. They're 20,000 square feet, which is larger than most European stores, but a quarter the size of the traditional U.S. Supermarket like Kroger. It also has very few staff members, so it is automating an awful lot of stuff. And oh my gosh, that's evil. They're saving me money. It displays all the products in the boxes that they came, and they cut costs by building one wall of the store and sometimes two walls of the store with nothing but glass. And that way it's all natural light that's coming into the store, and they don't have to spend so much money on lighting.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they looked at every way that the grocery store was inefficient and wasteful, and they don't spend a ton on ads. That's how they're doing. That's how they're 9% cheaper.
No, they just have Heidi Klum as a spokesperson.
They really?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, she's their big front person now, coming into the States.
I mean, things are changing at such a breathtaking pace that, I mean, things are changing for, retail outlets, for malls, for grocery stores.
Everything.
Theaters. The theater chains are all freaked out because they're about to really drastically shorten the time between the release at a movie theater and the release at home.
I have to buy this, Stu. This is perfect for me. What is the service that you just found for movie theaters?
Movie Pass. We're actually going to talk to the CEO next week, I believe.
Okay. I don't know how.
$10 a month.
I don't know how they're doing this. So Movie Pass, you buy Movie Pass. It's $10 a month. You can go to unlimited number of movies.
It's unlimited. It's one per day. You'd be limited to 31 in a month.
Okay, so you can go see one per day, no double features, and you can't repeat. You can't go see the same movie over and over again.
Still, that's a crazy deal.
For a guy like me, I see 4 movies a month.
Crazy.
If
the
they're
$50 price would have been good for you.
Yeah.
Even if you see one a month.
Okay, so can't figure out how are they making money? Well, it's not that hard if you see who's signing up for them. For instance, in our area, it's Movie House Bar and Grill, right?
That's one of them. Yeah, there's a bunch. Yeah.
So the way movie theaters are changing is they're selling food. So movies are making money off of the concessions. Mm-hmm. The one that's going to be a problem is the movie companies themselves. Because if I go to 4 movies, I have to buy a ticket, and the movie company wants their ticket. But
that is the problem of Movie Pass, not of the movie companies, because they are paying full price tickets for every single time you go somehow.
Oh, I know.
We will ask the CEO. It's Tuesday at this time, so if you want to hear how the heck they're doing this, we will try to find out for you.
I think it's fantastic. I mean,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it, but I got to sign up.
I signed up and went to a movie with my kids this weekend, and I mean, right on the app, you just picked my theater. I put the time. I picked the pre-selected seating too. It was one of those, pre-selected seating. It was a dine-in theater. Put it in like that. It worked perfectly fine. Walked up, told him my confirmation number, and walked right in. And it's $10 a month, and the movie would have cost me $10 anyway. So now I'm even for any other movies I want to go to this month.
So it's $10 per person. So
yeah, per person.
At Movie House and Eatery, how do they when their lowest price is $12, how are they taking somebody's $10 ticket?
They're not taking a $10 ticket. That's the thing.
They're not.
Movie Pass is giving $12 to.
So they're paying the $12 to Movie House.
How are they doing this?
It's amazing.
I mean,
they're just hoping for a volume.
It's like that old Saturday Night Live bit where the bank, all they did was make change, and everyone asked, "How did you make money off of this?" And they just said, "Volume." How does that work? I don't know. I seriously can't wait to ask this guy this. The only thing I can come up with, as I've been thinking about the business model, is they think over time, they hope so many people will sign up, they will have enough of an army to go to these companies and say, okay, instead of giving you full price, now we're going to give you half price for each movie, and hoping that they will take it because they'll still make money off.
As an investor, that's a risky idea.
Yeah, I mean, AMC,
especially in New York City, what is it? $15?
$16 a ticket in Manhattan.
So you're losing $6 a ticket
every time someone goes. So how does this work? Now, obviously, there will be some people who don't see a movie in a month, but and it's only $10, I don't think that's going to make up for the people who go see 4, 6, 8, 10 movies in a month. I mean, people will go, they'll go all the time when it's free.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I see a lot of movies, but I can see 4 movies easy a month. Easy a month.
You go to double features, and then that wouldn't work with this, but you'd only have to pay for one extra ticket, I guess. But I mean, you do, and you have a full-time job, and you do a lot of things. Think of like a college town where you've got all this extra time to roll out with your friends to go see movies. They'll see 25 movies in a week. They'll see everything at the multiplex at multiple theaters. I don't know how they think this is going to work. Honestly, at $50 a month.
I would have paid the $50.
Yeah, I mean, it's legitimate. I would absolutely play 25
I'm glad
or 30.
they don't know that because $10 is a lot better.
And we're going to tell him when he's on, we wouldn't have paid that.
No way. That's a crazy amount. I'm finally.
Had I known that, if it was, because at $40 a month, I wouldn't have, because movies here are $10. I just probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But if it was $30, $20 a month, I would have done that because I would have done that. Most people, I don't think, will see the amount of movies that I see.
However, you might with this deal. I mean, if you're paying $10 to $20, $30 a month, you might go to the movies more, right? Like you'll be more willing to, hey, I've got a couple hours open. Instead of going to the gym, I know we all are big gym rats here. So instead, maybe skip a gym trip here or there and hit the movies.
I can't skip a gym trip. You'd have to. I'd have to substitute something.
I know, Pat. I'm sorry.
If I opened up all my gym time, that would give me no extra time. But I see your point.
I know you're not dedicated like we are. You're not dedicated.
It's an incredible deal, though, and I will say, I've had some issues with certain parts of it signing up, because they give you a MoviePass card that they supposedly mail to you, which I've not been able to acquire that yet. However, on the app is a bunch of theaters you can choose from, and just through the app was able to get in already. It's already worked for me. So, I mean, I don't know how it's a sustainable business model. And AMC Theaters, one of the big chains, is saying, hey guys, I don't know how this is a sustainable business model, and they're threatening legal action, but I don't know how.
What does it matter for them?
What do they care? They're getting full price tickets every time. I don't know why they care.
See the writing. They have to see the writing on the wall, right? I mean,
you don't have to. It's month by month. You can cancel it anytime.
Anytime. Right? Yep. And so the rumor is, or at least the theory is, that AMC's thinking people are going to get used to paying $10 for a month to see multiple movies, and then when this company dissolves, everyone's going to get pissed off at them. But I mean,
gosh. Maybe it is a Marxist plant to overthrow the bourgeoisie.
Wow.
That are running the movie theaters. They're all like, we can take them down. We'll get everybody used to $10 and then nothing. And they'll all go out, and all the movie theaters, we can set them all on fire.
That's how this works. It's how it happens in every movie.
It happened, well, nowhere else, but it could have.
Still could have.
It could have. What if it did? And now this. You ever get so tired and so run down you just collapse in bed?
Yes, every night.
You ever get to the point to where you get up in the morning and then you still collapse back in bed? You just stand up and then you're just like, I can't, and you just crawl back into bed?
Yes, every morning.
Okay, that's me too good. You need a Casper mattress. Casper's 2 high-tech foams guarantee that you're going to have a great night's sleep. Cool, comfortable, fully supported every single night. Ships in a box so small that you're not going to believe it's holding a mattress. You can carry it from your front door easy, by yourself. Easy. Pick it up, throw it on the where you want the bed, open the box up, cut the ribbon tying this thing up. Be careful. Make sure you only open it where you want the mattress, because it's a full-size mattress. Boom, in an instant. Anyway, they're going to send it to you. You can try it risk-free. If you don't love it after 100 nights, send it back. They're going to come and they're going to pick it up and they're going to refund all the money. There's no hassle. It's Casper Mattress. Sleep cool and comfortable every night. Get a Casper mattress. Try yours for 100 nights. Free shipping and returns. Go to Casper.com. Use the promo code BECK. $50 off the purchase of your mattress. It's Casper.com. Terms and conditions do apply. It's Casper.com.
You're listening
You're listening
to the Glenn Beck Program.
The Glenn Beck Program.
Mercury.
Okay, from the start.
Acerola cherry.
Alfalfa leaf, aloe vera, apples, asparagus, banana.
Beets, bell pepper, broccoli. Blueberries, blackberries, cranberry.
I make my Texas superfood from 55 raw, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables.
Mangosteen. Pineapple, sweet potato. Papaya, parsley, peach.
You can see all 55 on TexasSuperfood.com.
Raspberry, spinach, all of the nutrients that we need on a daily basis.
You know, it's been barely a week, and already my skin is better.
I lost 60 pounds. I mean, that's huge.
Since I've been on superfood, I haven't been sick.
I'm Dennis Black, here in Dallas, Texas. Wouldn't you rather be healthy, energetic, and fit?
It's borderline shocking how much energy I have.
Join us on TexasSuperfood.com.
TexasSuperfood.com.
Or call 877-55-TEXAS. That's 877-55-TEXAS. 877-55-TEXAS. Or
TexasSuperfood.com.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
Triple 877-27-BECK.
This is
the Glenn Beck Program.
Beach police just stopped by to tell me that the grocery store Lidl is pronounced Lidl.
Lidl.
And I'm sorry to all the Nazis I offended. I don't speak Nazi.
You will soon.
But
I'm sorry. Sorry. Too many other times.
Is it run by Nazis?
Well, Germans.
Yeah. Okay.
Lidl just sounds more Nazi than little.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
Lidl. Oh, look at my little Lidl. I know. I saw. Where's your German Shepherd?
You expect Edelweiss to begin.
Yes, I do. I do. So, thank you for that, Stu. There is also a new report out. This is a phone survey, so I don't know even who has a phone, and then who answers the phone, and then finds out it's a survey, and then answers that. But those people, whoever they are, 85% of Americans believe that people have the right to free speech, and it is more important than making sure no one is offended by what others say. 8% think it's more important to make sure that no one gets offended. This shows little change from past surveys. 83% think it's more important for the United States to guarantee freedom of speech than it's to make sure that nothing is done to offend other nations and cultures. 73% agree with the line from Voltaire, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." Only 10% disagree with that statement. 17% are undecided. I think that's because you're like, to the death, really?
Yeah. I might say something.
Yeah, I got to stand up and I'll be like, "Hey, dude, you got a right to say that, but to the death."
You start getting out, weapons. I'm probably going to shut up.
I'm like, whatever. I didn't really agree with that either. Yeah, I mean, it was my mom, so she's lived a good life. Anyway, there's more to the survey. Back in just a second.
This is the Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
Fox News Radio, I'm Kathleen Maloney. The country's newest multimillionaire is Mavis Wanzik of Chicopee, Massachusetts, the winner of the $758 million Powerball jackpot.
It's the second largest jackpot ever, but the largest prize ever won by a single ticket. Lottery officials also report that 40 tickets sold across the country are worth $1 or $2 million each.
Fox's Jeff Manasso. Harvey is now a hurricane and is forecast to be a major one when it hits the Texas Gulf Coast Friday night into Saturday morning.
Right now, it's just kind of be prepared for the worst.
Brittany Villegas of the Galveston County Office of Emergency Management bracing for severe flooding.
Upwards of 2 feet of rain, not out of the question. This is going to be catastrophic for folks along the Texas coastline.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. And now, 3 rooms for just $99. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
We all know that sound means there's going to be some need for collision repair work, and soon. What you may not know is that it's your choice where to have that collision work done, not the other guy's insurance company. Because your vehicle is much more than just transportation. It's like a family member. So don't bring it to just any chain collision center. Bring it to Lyle's Collision Service. When it comes to getting your vehicle back to 100%, you can count on Lyle's Collision Service. They're not some fly-by-night chain company. They're a family-owned and run collision center with over 33 years of experience. Working with collision repairs and vehicle restoration, Lyle's Collision only uses quality parts and doesn't take shortcuts like some other companies. They take pride in getting the job done right and in a timely manner. They specialize in insurance claims and they strive to get your vehicle back to you as soon as possible. So the next time you hear this, remember, it's your choice. And the choice is clear. Lyle's Collision Service.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
Program.
Welcome to the program. So, is this a new stance from Roy Moore, or is this? I shouldn't say this. Is this something that they're digging up from his past in 2008? Roy Moore is running for the Senate as a Republican, and he said, "Let me give you a couple of quotes." My opinion is there's a big question about the citizenship of President Obama. My personal belief is that he wasn't, and that's probably over and done in a few days, unless we get something else to come along, meaning he wasn't born here in the United States.
Heaven help us. That's got to be an old quote, right? Why would you bring
that up? One is an old quote.
2008.
Right.
That's got to be.
Is this... this is 2009. I haven't seen one thing in the press about this, and yet the President of the United States will not present his birth certificate, yada, yada, yada.
2009.
I remember him being on that bandwagon. That's because at the time he was writing for WorldNet Daily, and their big deal was every day the birther stuff.
2013, Alabama Supreme Court case closely tied to the birther conspiracy. Court ruled 7-2 in dismissing a lawsuit that sought to have Alabama Secretary of State certify the birth certificate of presidential candidates. He was part of that.
Oh, man.
And that, I think, is the last time. I hope he's not bringing that up now. But that's what CNN is reporting. And
pathetic.
Whatever. There's a couple of other things here that I think are interesting.
They had a chance in Alabama to pick somebody really good, and they blew it. So,
yeah. Did you see the story about the latest poll numbers for Donald Trump? And this is being spun, and I'm tired of trying to figure out what the angle of the press is on both the left and the right. You know what I mean? Can you just give me the news? This is no different than any other president, any other incumbent. It's right in the pack. It's, the right is reporting it as this is a runaway freight train for Donald Trump. No, it's not. It's right in the center of the pack, right where everybody usually is at this time in their presidency. And the the left is trying to scare you into, oh my gosh, look, he'd win today. No, he wouldn't. I mean, he would if the primary, this is not general election, this is primary. And who's he running against?
Who's going to primary him?
Who's going to primary him?
Right now, nobody.
And nobody was going to primary President Obama. Nobody was going to primary President Clinton. Nobody was going to primary, President Carter. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
It's very unlikely. Usually, and there can be somebody, right? Harry Enton went back and looked at the previous incumbents who there was early polling in their presidency against a future primary. Jimmy Carter in 1978 had 58% of the vote against Jerry Brown at the time, 23. Bill Clinton 72-19 against the potential challenger at the time, Colin Powell, which is weird because he was a Republican, right? I guess not.
No.
Barack Obama 52-37 over Clinton. However, again, you're at the point there where you had a really big name challenger at that point. And then Trump came in at 54, and then Cruz, Kasich, Sass, and Cotton were also listed at 13, 10, 1, and 1. So if you look at it, just kind of like, it's hard because there's 4 challengers there, but if you look at like what they got, Carter 58, Clinton 72, Obama 52, Trump 54. So he's slightly outperforming Obama and slightly underperforming Carter, and Clinton had really good numbers at that time. But he's in the middle of the pack there. Like that's not a terrible number for him against a primary field. Not a great number for him against a primary field. It's
probably not going to happen anyway.
And it's probably not going to happen. If he gets into the 23% approval rating, then you'll see people jump into the mix.
But I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I think the press has so misplayed this. The left has so misplayed this as far as if that was your real goal. But that's not the real goal. The real goal is to paint everybody on the left as a racist and a bigot on the right. Mm-hmm. Paint everybody as a racist and a bigot and to prove how right they really were. So they can sweep out the Republicans for all time. That's their goal. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
Yeah, and I don't think
they're just using him as a excuse, and he's making it very easy for them.
And low 20s is basically impossible without a huge event. I mean, he can't flub a response to a crisis badly enough in his words to get to 22%. Well, but there are things that can happen to bring you that low.
I've heard a rumor that he's quitting by the end of the year to sell facial cream.
What?
Yeah, he's
that is weird.
He's starting a new business. He hasn't talked about it much. He's just getting it going. But there's a new facial cream that he's working on that he wants to get out of the presidency and go devote full time to that because it's going so well for him now.
Is this the thing that's causing stress in his marriage with Melania?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We're not talking about that really because she doesn't know he's leaving to sell facial cream yet.
Oh my gosh. Wait, is this the thing where the reporter went off script and asked her that question?
Yes.
And you're not going to believe what happened next?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Now you may believe it because you've heard it with about 830 other people, but
and all of them seem to be in their current jobs still.
Yes, they do.
But that
they're all leaving pretty soon. Pretty soon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What happens to the economy? What happens to entertainment? What happens to government when all these people
selling facial cream?
Well, the only thing I know
is there's going to be a glut of facial cream providers.
There are, and I think it's got a real supply-demand issue.
It's really, however, it's not a smart move. It's going to be a very crowded market very soon.
Unless you have the quintessential facial cream.
Yeah.
And maybe he does. Maybe Donald does.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
He has all the best stuff, right? He does,
yeah.
My understanding is it's all the same brand of facial cream. That's the issue.
Yeah, no, it's problematic. It's like Avon. It's going to be, I mean, we're going to have celebrities at our door all the time.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 times a day. You're just like, oh, it's Eva Longoria. Like every day, something every single day.
Oh, I can't stand seeing Eva Longoria in my house over and over and over again, pushing this damn facial cream.
You want to talk about creating jobs, though? I mean, Trump promised to create jobs, and now he's creating.
We're going to be the king of the facial cream market. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're going to corner that market.
It'll finally be something
globally.
America will be known for.
Facial cream,
the home of facial cream.
Yeah.
Because so far we've been relatively, we haven't really been notable so far in our history, and we need the facial cream thing to kind of bring us to people will notice. Hey, that country with the 50 stars on the flag is doing something over there too. I mean, maybe even North Korea will show us some respect then. You know. The look at us and say, wow.
It's interesting you should bring that up. Kim Jong-un is retiring at the end of this year to sell facial cream.
He is too. But he's a communist. He's not a capitalist.
I know, but
is that why he's keeping it from his people?
Keeping it from his people.
How does the web ad you're clicking on right now know this information?
I don't know, man. The reporter is asking all the right questions, I guess, off the record.
It was going fine. They were just talking about nuclear war.
Yeah.
And the guy said, hey, what about this rumor of you with the facial cream products? And he just broke.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what do you think the odds are that Donald Trump just leaves the office?
Well, the author of Art of the Deal has predicted that's going to happen by the end of the year, and not just
End of the year.
No, he did say by the end of the year.
Yeah, not going to happen.
No,
but I don't think it will by the end of the year. But I could see him getting really frustrated with this. Couldn't you?
Oh, I could see him. I think Breitbart's going to start their own TV thing. And, make a home for Donald Trump, and it will be the biggest deal because he will just, he could just leave. I'm not suggesting that he should do this, but I could see it happening. I'm not even suggesting that he would, but I could see it happening. I mean, if he's willing to leave for facial cream,
right?
Certainly.
Right.
But I could see him getting so frustrated with the news and just going, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to start my own news network. I'm going over there. And he just starts an alt-right news network with Breitbart, and they make commentary.
I mean, if he's supplementing his income with face cream sales, he might as well do that.
Do you want the 2020 odds to win the presidency?
Yeah.
We have those.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So Donald Trump is leading the pack as the incumbent, 3.5 to 1, which is not great for an incumbent.
No.
3.5 to 1.
The next highest on the list at 8 to 1, Joe Biden.
Oh, really? He is going to be
No way.
really old
way.
by then. 76, 77?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he doesn't look it because he uses this great facial cream.
Really?
Yeah, that's
No
what
wonder-
keeps him looking so
No
young.
wonder so many people are getting out of their current business
I don't
to
think
sell
Joe
it.
uses face cream. He uses the other kind of cream,
Which kind?
the rear end cream.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean the
What are you
rear end?
I don't
talking
know
about?
about the rear end cream.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
You mean
that?
like
Yes,
preparation
hemorrhoid
H?
cream. Yeah, hemorrhoid cream.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is
On your face?
Oh, yeah.
Why would you use it on your face?
Because it makes you look younger.
It does?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
No, he
that's a
uses
thing.
it on his face.
That is Jeffy's
He
thing.
uses it on his face because he's an ass. That's why.
Well, it was close, but thank you. Thank you for stopping yourself. That's interesting.
Oh, my.
But it's also accurate. So next up, so you have Trump at 3.5 to 1, Biden at 8 to 1. Who would you say is next on the list?
Biden 8
Any
to
guesses?
1. Richard
Warren.
Gephardt.
Gephardt, of course, is
No.
1 to 1 if he runs.
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren, good guess. She's next.
Oh.
She's at 15 to 1. There's someone
Yeah.
at 12 to 1.
Ooh.
It's sort of revealing, I think, of the situation, at least the way people perceive it.
Al Gore.
Hillary Clinton?
No. Mike Pence. Now, the favorite is Donald
Pence.
Trump. Mike Pence at 12 to 1, which you could see being like either Trump decides he's not going to run again, or
That's the only way.
scandal
Pence
or
does
whatever.
not run against his president.
No, absolutely not.
No way.
I don't
No
think
way.
there's a
No
chance of
way.
that.
And I don't think if Donald Trump just serves one term, Mike Pence is not the guy who's going to come in and go, I'm going to rescue the.
No. It would be tough.
He'd need, and I don't know if he'd win, in the second term, but he'd need at least 2 years of doing something really, really great.
You're saying if he because if he leaves in scandal, you're right. He'd need time to build up his own presidency.
Or if he just leaves, if Donald Trump just is like, you know what?
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Screw you.
Yeah, right. He'd need some time. However, if Trump decided, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. We had a great success.
It will change to a Democrat.
It may. Let me give you some other names. Bernie Sanders next at 20 to 1. Deval Patrick, 20 to 1. Kamala Harris, who seems like she's making no noise as if she's going to run, but it's at 20 to 1.
Wow.
Cory Booker, 30 to 1. That's not a zero chance thing. I think Cory Booker loves the media. It's not a zero chance. Terry McAuliffe at 30 to 1, which seems impossible to me. Tom Perez at 30 to 1.
Oh my gosh.
Al Franken, 35 to 1. Amy Klobuchar, 35 to 1. Andrew Cuomo, 40 to 1. Gavin Newsom, 40 to 1.
Listen to this Democrat bench.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Ted Cruz, 45 to 1. Ben Sass,
Wow.
50 to 1.
Wow. Stop for a second. I forgot that we had just talked about Pence. I was just thinking that this was just all Democrats.
Right.
No, we get to 45 to 1 before you hit another Republican?
Well, except for Pence, right? But I mean, why would you?
Wow.
You would. What they're assuming, of course, is that he's going to. They're not going to challenge Trump in a primary, so they're less likely. Let's give you a couple of other names down the list. 50 to 1 Marco Rubio, 50 to 1 Mark Zuckerberg, 50 to 1 Paul
I gotta
Ryan.
tell you, if Mark Zuckerberg chooses to run, I would not necessarily.
You can't discount anything.
I
right?
wouldn't discount that
Not after
at
what
all.
we just saw. You can't discount anything. Is Tom Hanks listed here?
Let's see. I haven't seen Hanks yet. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is on there. 70 to 1.
I think he's going to run.
He might.
He might. Nikki Haley, 70 to 1. John Kasich, 75 to 1, which is funny. He's behind Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Thank goodness. Good.
How about this? Mark Cuban, 75 to 1.
No.
Michelle Obama, 75 to 1. Holy crap.
That's a good bet.
Mitt Romney, 75 to 1. Hillary Clinton.
Poor Mitt Romney.
I know. So
he ran twice, got his face kicked in twice by the American people just for being a decent human being. Disagree with his politics, but he was the only decent guy we've seen, and we just kicked the snot out of him. And now he's still on every poll. I think Mitt would probably do it.
Yeah, give him 10,000 to 1.
I think I've had my fill of it. Thank you.
And then we were like, hey, Mitt, you could be Secretary of State. Just kidding.
Oh, man.
Poor guy.
You want to talk about Charlie Brown with a football. Now our sponsor is LifeLock. Security researcher discovered a bug buried deep in an obscure Wi-Fi chip, making billions of cell phones vulnerable to exploitation. If you haven't updated your smartphone operating system, you probably should. The vulnerability could wipe out all of the security controls built into your phone, allowing hackers to break in and use it to infect other devices as well as take all the information that you have. Now, somebody's identity is stolen every 2 seconds. Now, stealing someone's identity is different than, stealing their credit card number. This is stealing the identity, and everything is at stake now. Your entire credit rating. People are going to be filing possibly taxes under your name. They're going to be taking out loans in your name. They're going to destroy everything the only thing you really own is your name in the end. Now, if there is a problem, LifeLock has a group of U.S.-based identity restoration specialists that are going to work to fix the problem. And nobody can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But if you join right now, you'll get a special 15% discount off the first year of your LifeLock membership. Call 1-800-LifeLock or visit lifelock.com. Use the promo code BECK15. BECK15. Save 15% off your first year. Offer ends August 27th. Terms and conditions do apply. 1-800-LifeLock. Lifelock.com. Promo code BECK15.
Glenn Beck Program.
888-727-BECK.
Mercury.
NMLS 182334. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
American Financing is an established direct mortgage banker offering competitive interest rates and superior customer service. American Financing is a responsible lender, ensuring customers do not get into more home than they can afford. Whether your home loan is a refinance or new purchase, their salary-based mortgage consultants will customize a loan program to meet your financial needs. With in-house underwriting, no upfront fees, and free pre-qualification, they will make the loan process simple and straightforward. The pre-qualification process takes only 10 minutes, and you may be able to close your loan in as fast as 10 days. They offer every loan in the industry, whether it be FHA, VA, Streamline, HARP, ARMS, Jumbo, USDA, or conventional. Let American Financing show you why they have become the mortgage company of choice. Call today and get pre-qualified in only 10 minutes. AmericanFinancing.net or 866-877-2322. That's 866-877-2322.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
This is the beat of a normal heart. Now this is the beat of a heart of someone who just snorted or injected or smoked methamphetamine. Why? For a high. And this is what happens to that normal heartbeat. It's irregular, it's racing, it's why it's called speed, and it can do bizarre things to our heads. It can make us aggressive and violent. We can start hallucinating and end up doing some serious damage to people. Call 1-888-8-NO-METH today for more information on methamphetamine. That's 1-888-8-NO-METH.
A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free Florida and America.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
I'm Jan Marino from Palm Garden of Ocala, and I'd like to tell you about the Palm Garden Way. We promote individual care, of course, but we also encourage GEMS. That's going the extra mile, and these are thoughtful individual gifts that make each guest stay special. A gem could be a daily latte or a new book or something else that means a lot to our guest. To find out more about the Palm Garden Way, take a tour, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street in Ocala.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Saturday, possibly the biggest loss for Vegas of all time.
Ever. Yeah, the massive underdog, Conor McGregor against Mayweather, 89% of the betting has been placed on him winning.
Wow.
89%. So they get a bloodbath if he wins. It's a bloodbath.
Yeah. Be careful what you eat.
Yeah.
From the MGM. I'm just saying before the fight, don't eat anything.
The Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
Driving season is in full swing, and an unexpected car repair can cost hundreds, even thousands to fix, ruining your road trip. And that's why I'd like to recommend to you getting extended vehicle service protection from CarShield. A new water pump could set you back over $500, and replacing your air conditioner, $1,500. God forbid something happens to your engine, that's a $5,000 hit. Get covered by CarShield, affordable protection that can save you thousands for covered repairs. And not just mechanical repairs, your car's computer, your GPS, electronics. Even a simple repair to a sensor can cost you over $1,000. With CarShield, you can have your favorite mechanic or dealership do the work, and CarShield pays them directly so you don't have to sit around waiting for a check. So sign up today, and you'll get 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is in the shop. Save yourself from high repair bills with CarShield. Call 800-CAR-6100 and mention promo code BECK or visit carshield.com and use the code BECK and save 10%. That's carshield.com, promo code BECK. Deductible may apply. When was the last time you got home from work and you were met at the door with a big hug? When was the last time you received a text mid-work that wasn't about bills or the kids, but was something just really sweet? Let me tell you about the best way to show your love. Spontaneity. ProFlowers. ProFlowers wants to help you surprise somebody for no reason at all, just because you love them. You're thinking about them. And while you do that, let me surprise you with a great special deal. Right now, you can get 20% off their unique summer rose bouquets or any other bouquet of $29 or more. Their colorful rainbow roses are always a hit if you're not sure what to send somebody. ProFlowers has bouquets that are guaranteed to stay fresh for at least 7 days or your money back, and you control the delivery day. ProFlowers gives you more bloom for the buck. Big, beautiful flowers with more stems for your money. To get 20% off summer roses or any other bouquet of $29 or more, go to proflowers.com and use the promo code GLENN at checkout. That's proflowers.com, promo code GLENN. Don't wait. Make somebody's day now.
An unexpected pregnancy can turn a young woman's life upside down. The House of One in Faith in Ocala gives these young women a place to live in privacy and comfort under the Christian care of counselors who will guide and protect both the woman and her unborn child. The House of One in Faith is confidential, loving, and free. For more information, call 352-687-8895.
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animist Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parents who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animist without driving for hours or miles. Consider volunteering. Animist needs you.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Kathleen Maloney. Harvey is a hurricane forecast to hit the Texas Gulf Coast Friday night into Saturday morning.
The storm really strengthening quickly, and there's no reason to think that it will not continue to rapidly intensify. Environmental conditions are certainly all good for it at this point.
Fox meteorologist Rick Reichmuth says Harvey could grow to Category 3 or even 4. Major flooding